Okay. Well, welcome everyone to BVC Latam Connection. Um, Thanks for participating. Before we start the event, we're gonna show a video from one of our sponsors, Skylight.
こんにちは、エジミューソンです。スカイライトのアンバサダーを務めています。また、スカイライトと共同して2019年にブラジルのサンパウロ州でサッカークラブを立ち上げ、世界的な選手育成を行っています。
エジミューソン・モラエス元サッカー選手。2002年サッカーワールドカップにてブラジル代表の一員として世界一に。FC バルセロナでもウェハチャンピオンズリーグで優勝。選手時代から今日まで故郷のブラジルサンパウロ州タクアリチェンガを本拠地とするエジミューソン財団を通じて社会貢献を推進。2019年6月にサンパウロ州サンタナ・デ・パルナイーバ市に世界的な選手育成を目指すサッカークラブ FC スカブラジルをスカイライトコンサルティングと共同で設立し、代表としてリーダーシップを発揮しています。
スカイライトではグローバルオープンイノベーションを推進しています。それには大きく2つあります。一つにはさまざまなプレイヤーと協力しながらスカイライト自らが海外に投資し、新規事業に取り組んでいることです。立ち上がった事業を生かして皆さんとコラボレーションすることを視野に入れています。もう一つは顧客企業に向けた支援サービスです。ではスカイライトの海外での新規事業を3つご紹介しましょう。ケニア、ブラジル、インドの各事業です。
アンカーライトケニア。ケニアをはじめとする新興国ではバイクでのタクシーや配送サービスが行われています。そうしたバイクライダーの多くは個人事業主、いわゆるインフォーマルセクターに属する労働者であるため、これまでレンタルやローンといった金融サービスの利用は難しい状況でした。そこでアンカーライトケニアでは新しいタイプのレンタル事業を展開。ライダーにチームを作ってもらい、共同でバイクをレンタル。一定のレンタル期間が経過するとバイクは自分たちのものになる、いわゆるレントトゥーオウン型のレンタルサービスを提供しています。 FC スカブラジル。スカイライトは元サッカーブラジル代表のエジミューソン氏と共同で2019年にブラジルサンパウロ州に育成型のサッカークラブ FC スカブラジルを発足。ブラジル全土から有望な若手選手がクラブの施設で生活し、日々トレーニングを積んでいます。クラブの理念やビジョンを定め、エジミューソンの経験とヨーロッパのコーチングスクールの考え方をもとにした育成メソッド FC スカメソッドを作成し、10代前半から一貫した育成を進めています。また一流の選手になるには心の成長も必要との考えから、元選手からのレクチャーを行い、動画解析など最新のテクノロジーも活用しています。本クラブから世界的な選手が輩出されることを目指しており、すでに数名の選手がブラジルのビッグクラブや欧州クラブへの移籍も実現しています。ミラキン。インドのジュエリー市場は製造と販売が分かれ、作られたものを店に並べて売るスタイルであったため、簡単なカスタマイズも難しい構造となっていました。ミラキンでは CAD や 3D プリンターを用いることで可能となった新しいデザインのジュエリーをカスタマイズ可能な形で製造販売しています。社会構造の変化とともに若い女性層の購買力は向上しており、ミラキンブランドのジュエリーが受け入れられ始めています。 スカイライトコンサルティングでは自社事業とのコラボレーションに加え、クライアント向けのサービスを提供しています。海外の調査・ソーシング、アクセラレータープログラムの運営受託、イベントの開催受託、クライアントとパートナー企業とで構築する新規事業の企画や立ち上げなど、コンサルティングとベンチャー投資、自社の海外事業の経験を生かしたサービスです。
スカイライトとともに世界で新しいビジネスをスタートさせましょう。
Right. So first, we're going to start with the presentation of the venture capital. We're going to let you about our investment, the team, about our portfolio. Then we're going to go through some pitches of startups that have participated in our Startup Boost Lab, which is our investment readiness program. Then these companies are going to receive feedback from our judges. Then we're going to hear some pitches from portfolio companies of BVC. And in the end, we're going to announce the best pitches that were selected by the audience. So first, about the venture capital. You can go ahead. As a summary, we are a pre-seed venture capital fund. We're invested in companies based in Latam since 2016. We started operations in Sao Paulo, and then we expanded to Colombia and Peru. We can invest in companies in the whole region, in the whole Latam, but we are focused on these three countries because that's where we have a local team and we have our strongest network. Since we started, we have raised 3 venture capital funds, and we have invested in 37 startups, well, 38. That's we have made an investment in later this month, so it will be 38 investments. So we're focusing on the pre-seed stage because that's where there are less investors, less capital, and it's also a stage in the companies where there's more potential for higher returns. We have a regional footprint. We're investing in Brazil, which is a more mature ecosystem, and also in Spanish-speaking Latin countries, which are some of them are emerging ecosystems, and some of them are growing ecosystems. Transfer and also connect startups from both ecosystems. And we're also connecting the Japanese and the Latin American ecosystem. So we have some initiatives working with Japanese investors, Japanese companies, and bridging these two ecosystems together. Finally, we have a lot of activities for ecosystem building. So we're working with courses, entrepreneurs, startup boosts to help entrepreneurs to raise their first, to plan their first fundraising round. We're also collaborating with knowledge and in the end, maybe to invest into companies. So this is part of the team. This is the current investment committee. And to the left, that's me. A little bit of my background. I used to work in a corporate, and then I've been working in BVC since 2019. And I've been more focused on the operations in Spanish-speaking Latam. Then we have Mitsuru to the right, who is the CEO, the founder of the fund. He has experience as an entrepreneur, also as a consultant, and he's been investing since 2016 in Brazil and all the region. And then Ana is also part of our investment committee. She is in Colombia. She's based in Bogota, and she has also experience as an entrepreneur, and she's been working with us since 2021. This next. And this is the complete team. In Brazil, we have also Fernanda, Isabela. In Bogota is also Valentina. She's with us tonight, and she's going to be also part of the, she's going to be a judge of the companies from Startup Boost Lab. There's also Camila in our team, and then in Peru is just all the other activities that we, especially about the Startup Boost Lab. And as you see, most of the team is female. We do this because we want to help to diminish or to close the gender gap in the industry from VCs and also in the female entrepreneurs. Next, please. And a bit more focus on companies that can help in companies with B2B models across different verticals. That could be fintech, payments, future of work like HR tech, edtech, or e-commerce and logistics. That's our main focus right now for this third fund. And when do we like to invest? Is that we like to invest, of course, in great founding teams. So probably 80% of our criteria is more focused on the team and the vision and the alignment with them. Of course, we take a look at the market opportunity. They need to have initial traction, and we like to be the first institutional investors in the companies. So we are together with entrepreneurs since the beginning. Next, please. Here is the complete picture of our portfolio, Fund 1 and 2. As you see, we have a more concentrated portfolio, maybe in fintech to the left, but we also invested in the other four verticals I mentioned before. And these are all combined from Peru, Colombia, Brazil, and maybe a couple of startups from Ecuador and Argentina. If you want to take a look at the whole portfolio, BVC portfolio, you can go into our website. You're going to find detailed information about each company. And well, I think finally, we're going to see some companies from our investment ratings program called Startup Boost Lab. We have already completed 12 batches, and 93 companies have gone through the program. We have invested in 2 of the companies that went through our program. And tonight, we're going to listen some of the pitches of the companies that went through the last batch. We have an open applications process right now, and any entrepreneur who wants to participate in the program, they can apply by January 26th. And finally, just to communicate some of the activities that we're going to have next year. As I mentioned at the beginning, we're super active in the ecosystem building. So part of our activities is to connect Japanese and the Latin American ecosystems. We have events in Brazil, Colombia, and Peru connecting 2 ecosystems. And also we have a new event that's going to be in January from the Agronibra, that's the Agrotech Association in Brazil, also connecting Japan and Brazil. And of course, we're going to have our next demo day or BVC Latam connection next year. So next, please. So to follow us and to be up to date with our activities, you can take a look at this QR code and to receive our newsletter so you can know where we're going to investment activities. Thank you very much. And now I'll leave it to Raisa for the next part of our event tonight. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Alejandro. Welcome, everyone. My name is Raisa, and I am a program manager for academic program Startup Boost Lab, hailing from Colombia. Thank you all for joining us today. I will quickly outline the format of the startup pitches from our fundraising program, Startup Boost Lab. We have 5 startup lineup. Sorry? Can you hear me properly? Yeah, I think so. We have 5 startup lineup, each with a 4-minute pitch followed by a feedback session from one of our judges. Sorry, I don't know what happened with that. Sorry. Once all the pitches are complete, we will share an evaluation form. We invite all to cast your votes through the format. A quick reminder, the evaluation is specifically for the startups participating in our fundraising program. Please note that the Venture Capital Fund is not an investor in those startups. Before we dig into the pitches, let's take a moment to introduce our judges. Thank you all for accepting our invitation. Maca, please, could you introduce yourself briefly?
Sure, Raisa. Thank you. Hello, everyone. It's very important for me to be able to be here today and be part of this judges group. My name is Maria Camila Gomez, Maca Gomez. I have been part of the Latin American ecosystem for entrepreneurs and startups for a while now. I am currently a principal for MasterCard Data and Services at MasterCard, at the advisors part of MasterCard. I'm also an angel investor and, well, very eager to listen to the pitches today.
Thank you. Then Marcelo and Valentina, please share a few words about yourself as well, please.
Hello,
So,
everyone.
Marcelo.
Hello, everyone. First, I would like to thank you, BVC, for the invitation. It's an honor to be here with you. Well, I'm the partner of Astela Investimentos here in Brazil. I'm the partner since 2017, and Astela is one of the most prominent venture capital firm here in Brazil. We invested around 50 companies since 2010, and we focus in very early stage company. I'm so excited, of course, to listen the pitch of the company, and especially good luck for all the participants. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And Vale?
Hello, everyone. My name is Valentina Wodka. I'm an associate at Victor Capital. I have been involved in the industry for a bit over a year and a half, specifically handling investment analysis in early stage startups of the Latin American region. I'm honored to be one of the judges here today. I'm very excited to hear your feedback.
Thank you, judges. We appreciate your time and expertise. So let's start. First up, we have Joao from Milu, a PropTech startup from Colombia. Joao, you have 4 minutes. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Thank you for the space. Hi, nice to meet you. And by the way, I'm not from Brazil. I'm from Colombia.
Sorry, I'm from Colombia. Sorry.
I was asking about my nationality. I'm from Brazil, and I'm from Quillame, as I say always.
So can you share your screen, please?
Okay, can you see my screen right now?
Yes. So you can start 1, 2, and 3.
Okay, thank you. I'm Joao from Milu. Can you imagine working like that? Today, working without the insight of the data is like blindfold, working with a blindfold in the eyes, and real estate is no exception. So realtors trying to filter in leads all the time, about 70% trash, and how they identify which leads are truly worth their time. That's why we create Milu. Milu is a software as a service that provide and streamlines the sales cycle of the real estate. We provide in our platform when they can customize AI agents that interact with their customers through, for example, WhatsApp Business, and try to identify who's the best option and who's the potential clients, and then show in the dashboard all the leads and the interactions and who's the best alternative, so they can focus trying to save time and workload about the business, and thus provide them an increase of the possibilities of the deals, closing prime deals. So one realtor without Milu is like someone trying to find a price without so many doors closed, and they need to open and trying to trial and see who's the best option. So on the other hand, someone with Milu is like they have so many doors but are crystal clear, and they know where is the price, and that's how Milu works for them. So it's a great opportunity with us. It's a great time in the US. Increased 86% last year the demanding for solution like Milu in a market for about 40 billion in software as a service in real estate just in the US, with 2.5 million for realtors. So our goal is to capture 1% of this market, amount of ARR about 50 millions. Our key factor of advantage is the flexible. We are adaptive model that integrates with different ERPs, CRMs, and that provides a highly scalable and market-ready solution. We are a multidisciplinary team. Our my co-founder is Elida. She's the data girl. She has a master in data and has experience in different companies. They is the structure, the model to predict lead qualification. And I have about 8 years experience in the industry, working as a GP, LP of different structures in the real estate industry in the United States. And we have a lead in founding team, Andres. He has experience in the first startups. Was the second more important e-commerce in the country, and we have also a great team in the US in operation in sales, and our board member Miguel Vanegas. Our business model is software as a service. We're starting for 200 for each realtor, and in the future we will integrate different models to predictive scoring for lendings too. Last year we achieved 43,000 in proof of concept with consulting and software development. So we have right now with AMIU, with two of the large companies for real estate for realtors in the US, advanced negotiations and exploring commercial agreements with other companies. We're part of the Milu Colombia early stage, and we have from revenue-based financing that provide us liquidity for the development of the product. And we are asking for 100,000. 500,000. Thank you, and to be here.
So thank you, Joao. Maca, could you please provide some feedback or comment on Joao's speech?
Sure. Thank you, Joao. Congratulations for the initiative. It's really interesting. I think that's you are punching, we could call the trends or also the hype of everything that is related to AI nowadays. So I have an initial question, and this is in regards to your benchmark. So as I can see, you have some differentials when you compare to the other 4 examples that you include in your pitch, right? So of course you have the predictive part, which is the punch, or what is from my end, it's tackling the initiative. But how are you better in the other ones that you overlap with your competitors? What, in addition to this, makes you different, and beyond the technology, why you should be the preferred one when someone is speaking between what's available in the market?
Okay, Maca, thank you for the question. The industry of real estate in the US is different from different brokers. So each one of them, they have several software, ERPs, CRMs. So the other competitors in the US, they're trying to provide a complete solution with CRM and the other solutions, for example, AI, and they have some integration, but at the end of the day, they try to sell all the solution, and that's pretty hard. It's pretty hard to scale in a long term. Sorry. So while flexible is very important because we focus on the realtor, and they have the opportunity to use different tools so they can make the most of our technology independent.
Sorry, Joao. Thank you so much. So the next, we have Esael. Esael is from Easy Soluciones Digitales, sorry. A fintech startup from Bolivia. So Esael, you have 4 minutes. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Let me just share my screen. And I'm so glad to be here. So, okay, I'm ready to go.
Okay, so should you start?
Okay. Hello, I'm Esael Bello, CTO and co-founder of Easy. We saw a big problem with SMEs in Latam, and it is that 80% go bankrupt before the third year. The main factors, a bad management process and problems with taxes or regulations. This is an economic problem if we see that 99% of companies in the region are SMEs, but only 25% of the GDP is generated in this sector. That's why we created Easy, the easiest way to manage your business and boost your sales. We are a modular one-stop shop solution for SMEs in the region. We put our efforts in creating an easy-to-use, plug-and-play management tool that helps SMEs to manage their businesses. Easy is in every step of the way. We designed an efficient and intuitive back-office service with a multi-device point of sale and added integrated electronic payments to it. We also provide a comprehensive set of reports to make informed decisions. Our business model goes like this. We started with a simple SaaS service where our clients choose a modular plan based on their needs and size. We adapted Easy to serve primarily restaurants, retail, and service businesses. On top of that, we added the capabilities of a fintech where SMEs can benefit from electronic payments, utility service collection, self-service platforms, and credit scores. And we also work with corporate clients who sponsor Easy for the distributors and stores in exchange of information and can offer Easy as a white label solution. Right now, more than 1,200 SMEs and more than 20,000 micro businesses use Easy, from independent entrepreneurs to big corporations integrating our solution. We reached the break-even by March of last year, and we plan to end the year with an annual recurring revenue of $500,000. This considers accounts in Bolivia, where we achieved solid numbers, with more than $367 million going through our rails this year alone. We achieved this with an incredible team with more than 60 years in combined experience in helping or building SMEs. We built a solid relationship between us that has taken us this far. We already conquered Bolivia, and we are expanding to Colombia, where I'm already located. We plan to expand to the rest of the region in the following years. Speaking about Colombia, the market for management solutions sums up to $23 million per year in Bogota alone, and it's even bigger if we think in the whole region. We plan to end 2026 with an ARR of $5 million with the expansion plan and combined verticals. We found a sweet spot between power and simplicity, and our clients choose us not only for our competitive features, but for the ease of use and help we provide along the way. To grow rapidly in the Colombian market, we are asking for $300,000 in investment through a safe contract with a post-money valuation of $3 million. We have a healthy cap table, and we are beginning our scale-up stage. Our exit strategy will be acquisition by a bigger player. We had conversations already with Volaris Group and 5X, and we are planning to grow on ARR to make this possible. And we are supported by our investors, accelerators, and beloved clients. That will be all. Thank you. Es fácil, es easy.
Okay, thank you, Isael. Marcelo, could you please provide some feedback or comment on Isael's pitch, please?
Sure. So, congratulations for the pitch. King Astella, we love this sector of small business. We are investor of OMI here in Brazil. That's a very huge market. And I have one question, especially about your go-to-market in Latam. Why do you think that it is the moment to expand to other countries and not focus just in your country to these new phases of growth? Especially because RP is the management system, is a very local system. No, if you need to go to another country, you need to you have some challenge in terms of products, and it could be a challenge to this kind of expansion. And I would like to know a little bit more about your strategy.
Of course, Marcelo. Well, it is indeed a challenge to go to other countries. I think we are ready because we already are cash sustained since last year, and we managed to build a team where we can trust. So we will continue to grow in Bolivia, and we are planning to go to other countries because we want to get to the ARR for an exit sooner than later. So that's why it's a good moment. I think that a solution for SMEs, administration will always be needed. And I think that as we found that sweet spot, it's well, a good advantage that we have in the region.
Good. Thank you, Isaiah.
Thank you, Marcelo. You, everyone.
Okay, thank you, Esael. Thank you, Marcelo. Our third pitch comes from Michelle from Parset, an AI workforce startup from Argentina. So, Michelle, you have 4 minutes. Are you ready?
Are you seeing my screen?
Yes, we can see your screen, so you can start.
Okay, perfect. So hi everybody, thank you for the opportunity to pitch. I'm Michelle Chocron, CEO and co-founder of Parsed, and we're building a digital marketing analyst. We are every day exposed to more than 10,000 ads as human. This is what a traditional website looks for anybody that is trying to look for news, software, push notifications, social media. It is invasive at this point. And this is what the day of a marketer looks like on the other side. They are drowning in data, and particularly agencies within the e-commerce niche have a 50% turnover. 1 every 2 clients leave the agency every year because these companies cannot deliver results to their clients. This is mainly because the process is scattered data all over the place. More than 10 data sources that fall down to an Excel of people trying to make sense what is happening to the audience. Why are they turning around? Why are they not interested in the experience that they are being delivered? And that is mostly because the experience is not personalized to real-time needs. We are using AI to generate content, but we are not using AI to explain what is happening on the other side. So that's how we create Parsed. In seconds, we anticipate results. We turn quantifiable insights into growth with simple questions that can be asked into our interface or Copilot. And we do this by a combine of different algorithms that create a history, maximize the revenue, and create explainability over what is the product in your e-commerce that is tractioning growth or tractioning your lower sales. We have a simple business model in the B2B space where we deliver to agencies and agencies redistribute to their e-commerce. So we charge in mid-size agencies an average ticket of $2,000 per month for each client that this agency has. We have early traction already. We've been developing an extreme case with a big online e-commerce in the United States that has 6 brands, and we successfully saved 97% of times in the operation of data analysts that were part of that team. We went into Techstars. We have already built a 76 wait list of clients and have 2 LOIs and pilots actively with Big 6 agencies. We already onboarded 30 clients of the wait list, and we are eager for more. This is the market size that we are targeting, and we target the US because the US is a country that distributes software in Big 6 agencies to the whole of America's region and to the whole of big e-commerce brands. We differentiate ourselves because we have 70% less interactions within the delivery of these insights that are executed and implemented into the marketing strategies of these companies. And we only do it at a 10% of the cost. We have a team that has high expertise within the industries. We've built new verticals within the most emblematic companies of Latam, involving AI technologies in the middle of the distribution. And we have a great supporting team from our advisors that have expertise in different areas and challenge us to move forward every day. Join us and let your teams be parsed.
Thank you, Michelle. Valentina, could you please provide some feedback or comment on Michelle's speech, please?
Thank you, Michelle. Like we were discussing before, AI solutions right now are very relevant. I would just like to comment, it would be important for me to understand what is your ask by presenting this speech. That wasn't clear for me at the end of it. And a question that I have, As we know, AI solutions are already established in the market, are constantly evolving. So how do you plan to ensure that you will remain current in these AI solutions, with these AI solutions or AI competitions that are currently very established and have already a lot of clients in the market?
Okay, so on one side, we are not fundraising right now. That's why I didn't include the slide. We will be fundraising next year. Our round will be approximately of $500,000, and it will be a pre-seed round. And on the question of the AI, we currently have a team that is the business development side, which is myself living in San Francisco, and the development part within Argentina to gain competition. So we have excellent developers at a very affordable price that are able to code the newest solutions that come from the market in San Francisco. Our startup is not as existing solutions in the market. We are not doing agents. We're doing swarm technologies in AI right now, and we are going into the explainable AI space. That is what will come after the generative AI space. We've been doing this with the resources that we got as a team, and as a team, we first in market to be this kind of specific in the technology. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Michelle. Next up, we have Angel from Ternadia, an HR tech startup from Peru. Angel, you have 4 minutes. Are you ready?
I don't know if you can hear me well. Can you hear me well?
Yes. We can hear you,
Okay.
and we can.
You can see a presentation too?
Yeah.
Perfect.
So you can start.
Sounds good. Excellent. Hi, I'm Angel, the CEO of Ternadia. So recruiters lose most of their time on low-impact, manual, repetitive tasks. Low-impact tasks like manually scheduling interviews with candidates, creating reports, and requesting documents from candidates, which leads to a long time to fill a position, high operational costs, and frustration among recruiters and candidates alike. This is even worse in the recruitment of manual labor workers due to cancellations and rescheduling. That's why Ternadia automates low-value, manual, repetitive tasks, freeing up time so recruiters can focus on high-impact tasks, like making sure they're hiring the right candidate, which in consequence lowers workers' turnover. That way, we can take recruiters and their companies to top 1% performance. So Ternadia is an AI-powered assistant for blue-collar recruitment management. We automate manual tasks. Every time a candidate applies to a position, we update its record for all companies, and we are integrated with WhatsApp, which is a communication channel blue-collar workers already use. Recruiters can select candidates and interview dates and times on Ternadia, and our AI reaches out to individual candidates on WhatsApp at the same time. And they can see these interactions on Ternadia, where recruiters can manage recruitment processes end-to-end. Doesn't this exist? Yes, it does exist, but there's still a major entry opportunity for Ternadia because current solutions are focused on solving white-collar hiring problems. Most of the recruitment in Latin America is for blue-collar roles, and there's no market leader in this part of the industry yet. This is where we come in. So most startups are trying to automate white-collar recruitment where legacy systems haven't. There are a very few manual blue-collar solutions that are painful to use, to be honest, and Ternadia is pursuing a unique position in the market, which is an automated blue-collar focus solution. So Ternadia is focused on serving clients from the logistics, manufacturing, and retail sectors, which are clients with high turnover, an urgency to hire, significant budget, and a mainly internal recruitment team. We are Ricardo and Angel. Ricardo has over 15 years of experience in software development and is in charge of technology. And my background is in consulting at McKinsey, and before that in recruitment at Michael Page. I was a recruiter, and I'm in charge of the business side. We won the most prestigious national startup competition in Peru, which is called Startup Peru 10G, and we received an investment from Capu Ventures. Our business model is software as a service subscription model, tiered according to company size. It starts at $580 for smaller companies, and it goes all the way to almost $1,500 for large organizations. We're currently here. We're currently testing our product with 2 paying customers in Peru, both from logistics. Our next milestone is to reach 10 clients in the next 3-4 months and to close 2025 with $50,000 in monthly recurring revenue. And our plan is to reach 1 million in ARR in the second quarter of 2026. We're raising $400,000 to improve our technology and accelerate our growth. To support an operation, $200,000 to support our operations to ensure smooth scaling, to expand our reach and acquire more clients, and for product development, and to enhance our platform's core features and to develop new capabilities. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Angel. Maca, could you please provide some feedback or comment on Angel's speech, please?
Yes, Angel, congratulations. Very nice opportunity. It seems that you are you have found a very nice niche in order to be able to tackle a problem that appears to be not quite well attended so far. Right, so I think it's a very good opportunity. I like very much the licensing structure, the model, and I also think that the challenge here would be how to be able to get people to jump in and be able to test this and realize whether or not it is really going to solve their problem. Do you have like a model for trial periods, money back guarantee, etc.? How you think you can embrace this part of gaining the traction for people being willing to try it?
That's an excellent question. Thank you very much, Maca, for that. I actually have a slide prepared for that. So our first 10 clients, which is what we're what our next milestone is we're going to get them by directly targeting HR manager and CEO, leveraging our current network, by delivering personalized demos and onboarding, and to gather feedback about our software. We're not offering free trials at the moment because this solution has a wow factor in the industry. So we don't think that free trials are a requirement for now, but we can always change that. The next 100 clients are going to be by leveraging customer referrals, forming partnership with HR consulting firms, and expanding our sales teams, and organizing some industry events, which is something we're already exploring with partners. But that's our short-term response to your question. Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you. I think it's a very nice opportunity. So fingers crossed you're going to tackle it.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Thank you, Angel. Thank you, Maca. So finally, let's welcome Luis from Salus, a health tech startup from El Salvador. So Luis, you have 4 minutes. Are you ready for your pitch?
Almost. Just let me. Are you watching my screen?
Yes.
Okay. Can you hear me well? Right.
Yes. So you can start right now.
Thank you. Fantastic. Thank you. Hello, my name is Luis Canelo. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Salus. We are revolutionizing healthcare in Latin America. Let me tell you why it matters to us. Let me introduce you first to my fiancée in 2019, whom I was planning to marry in 2020. We had everything planned except COVID, who basically ruined our plans. I must confess that during quarantine, I was like very anti-Netflix. And basically that caused like 9 months later, we welcomed our daughter, Milana. We finally was able to get married, but also we had the first bad experience with our daughter's health during pandemic. We didn't have a proper guidance or a trusted family doctor. So we had to visit several doctors. Some of them gave us very legible information. Others provided some information from kind of a system. But at the end, we had a lot of information that was difficult for us to organize and classify. So we decided to do something to solve these problems. But along the way, we also discovered that doctors also face some difficulties in this process. So what is Salus? Let me answer that question showing you real screens of our solution. So we created this solution, and for example, right now you're looking at screens of symptoms analysis that helps patients guide them through those moments where they had or faces some issues with their health. These are also screens of the results of this analysis. And also we have analysis of lab exams and also other types of solution, for example, a chatbot to interact with their health information. And we have a meal plan also. We have an exercise plan, and we have shows basically some information that is really useful for patients. And so on. I mean, there are several more options that I can show you, but I can, at the end, the solution that we created, basically, it's an integrated healthcare marketplace that is called Salus. It's an AI ecosystem that places the patient in the center of the ecosystem, becoming the family doctor that is available 24/7. Also, we have a digital assistant for doctors. At the end, we are trying to integrate and communicate patients with the right provider. Currently, we have a beta solutions, and these are kind of the metrics that we already have in place. The market is really important, but we are focusing right now in El Salvador, and we're planning to expand the solutions to other countries in Central America and then to other parts of the continent. We have competition, but the key difference between Salus and other solutions that we focus on the patient, and we have developed some really useful tools for patients, even to prevent and to help them, go through their problems with health. The business model is basically based on subscriptions. For patients, we have a freemium, a paid fee per service, and also other types of subscriptions, also for doctors and also for companies. The team, it's basically myself, Nadine, and Juan Jose Flores as a doctor. We have a team leader for the technical part, and we have some doctors also helping us with the solutions. So we have earned some recognitions, and we are part of different programs. The roadmap includes focusing on phase 3 and phase 4, and this is basically what we're asking and what we're trying to achieve. So I'm open to questions.
Thank you so much, Luis. Marcelo, could you please provide some feedback or comment on Luis' pitch, please?
Sure. Luis, first, congratulations for the pitch. Of course, healthcare is one of the biggest issues here in Latin America. And I have one question on feedbacks. You show that you try to expand from El Salvador to other countries, but especially for healthcare, there are a lot of regulations, different regulations in different countries, of course. How do you think to deal with this kind of barrier? And the second, if you thinking to build a systems that you can have like the patients from one country to doctors from another, how you think Salud will be in the future in terms of marketplace, not only marketplace, but the system that you try to build?
Thank you for your question. Actually, right now I'm in Mexico, so I'm exploring also this market, and I'm trying to understand exactly that specific issue with regulations. And the surprise is that most of these countries, even in Central America, and right now in Mexico, I just finished one very nice health tech summit here in Mexico yesterday. And the surprise is that they don't have like these regulations in place. And most of the regulations are basically for doctors, not for this kind of solutions. But we are trying, we're building Salus based on the EPA in the US. So we're focused on international bodies of laws like the EPA in the US. And we are, if we manage to keep in track with that kind of regulations in the US, I think we will be able to easily deal with the regulations in Latin America. Wow.
Thank you, Luis.
Thank you, Luis. Okay, so thank you so much to all the founders for your amazing pitches and to our judges for your insight feedbacks. Now it's time for you to have your says. Please scan the QR code or access the link in the chat to evaluate the SBL startup pitches. We will take a 1-minute pause to allow everyone to cast their vote. After that, we will continue with the pitches from startups in our investment portfolio. So let's move on the pitches from our portfolio startups in Brazil and Colombia. Please note that we have invested in those startups and they are currently open the future investment rounds. First up, we have Federico from Dora and FinTech Protect startup from Colombia. Federico, you have 4 minutes for your pitch. Are you ready?
Almost ready. Could you please let me know if you can see my screen?
Not yet.
Okay, can you see my screen now?
For me, yes. I am seeing it.
Okay.
Okay. So good evening, everyone. My name is Federico, and I'm the CEO of Dora. We pay rent on time. So if you are a Latino and you know this image, you know the pain that we're trying to solve. This is because selecting the best tenants that pay the rent on time is really, really hard. 30% of all the tenants that are screening other insurance companies pay the rent late. And when the landlord or real estate company go and do the reimburse of the money, the delay of the money is 60 days. What do we do in Dora? In one stop platform, we screen the best tenants, we put the lease, and then we do all the rent collection. We do the rent collection and then the rent land dispersion. Screening good tenants is a really good business. So right now in the last Q, our first Q profitable. We earned 85K of revenue, and we are doing 1,000 screenings per month. We have 2,000 contracts in more than 20 cities in Colombia with 450 clients with only 2.25% of net rent default. And this is a business that we have in $10 million of rent volume under guarantee. How do we do this? In 3 steps. The investigadora screens tenants in less than 5 minutes. Then goes contratadora, that in 25 minutes, you sign the lease and you can handle the keys. And then the garantizadora. We do all the cash in and the cash out, and we're doing all the integration in the banking as a service ecosystem here in Colombia. How do we earn money? So the payment by the tenant, they have to pay the screening, that is costs $10. And every time that the tenant pays the rent late, they have to pay the rent plus a fee that goes between 5% and 20%. The landlord, our take rate for every rent that we do the cash out is 5%. And the payment of the real estate agencies that they're doing their banking as a service, and we're doing all the rent collections, they have to pay us 2%. By end of year of 2025, we're going to get to $3.5 million of our annual recurring revenue. This goes under 35,000 contracts, $168 million in rent under volume, and this becomes a 10x of growth. How we're going to do it? Because we have really, really good alliances with Mercado Libre real estate marketplace. And we also have a really strong presence in niches and in unions here in Colombia that handles all the market of renting in Colombia. The market is also amazing and it's really, really big. Only in Colombia, we have 8 million units in rent. In the first 20 main cities in Latin America, we have 15 million units in rent. And this is a huge sum of $166 billion. We have also competence, but we do really different tenant screening. So we can do tenant screening on behalf of those competence. And we also do all the banking as a service for them and their clients. We are fundraising 8,000K in equity, and we have amazing investors already in our cap table. And this is the dream team. We know about insurance, and we know about also growing startups. We have been working in the ecosystem of real estate for almost 15 years. And this is Dora. Thank you very much. Open to questions.
Thank you, Federico. Thank you so much. Next, we have Andreas from NetSpace, a real estate tokenization startup from Brazil. So, Andreas, you have 4 minutes as well.
Brazil start.
Yep.
Okay, now we can see your screen. So
Can you
you
see
can
it?
start. Yes, you can start right now.
Okay. Well, hi, my name is Braz. I'm one of the founders of NetSpace, and I'm here to introduce a new standard in real estate tokenization that has been gaining traction in Brazil and is now being licensed worldwide. But let me step back a bit and share why we're doing that. So we are now in 2024. We live in a digital world. Almost everything we do has been transformed by technology. Our team at NetSpace has been actively contributing to this over the past 25 years, working in telecom, media, e-commerce, finance, and more. But we still live with the 60s, and I mean 1860s. Although we can pay for things online, our currency is not digital yet. And when we think about real estate, on how you buy or sell it, it gets even worse. So depending on which registration system your country uses, it can mean more bureaucracy or less security. And by the end of the day, it's still paperwork. So fortunately, we are witnessing a major shift. I'm really confident that in 2024 is the year of the tokenized economy. Of course, it's just the beginning, but it's safe to say that there's no turning back. Here in Brazil, we have Drex, our CBDC, already in development. Our currency will become coherent to the age we live. As for real estate, that's where we come in. NetSpace has created Propriedade Digital, or digital property. Propriedade Digital is a tokenization standard tailored for real estate. It is compliant with current laws and by design and on principle presuppose the registration of the token in the deed. We do that to keep real estate in the real estate market. Otherwise, all real estate would become securities in a tokenized economy. So what we are witnessing here is a breakthrough. Now, an NFT is worth real estate. When the token is registered in the deed, it creates a bidirectional bond. The token points to the deed and the deed points back to the token. It's like plugging a device on the internet. We know the difference it makes. So real-time transactions, delivery fast payment with instant exchange rates become possible. Using it as a collateral for credit can be done in one click. Fractionalization becomes super easy and makes buying and investing in real estate potentially accessible to anyone. So, now, this is really important. When the token is registered in the deed, we do it in a way that becomes locked. From that moment on, any deal involving the property can only be made using the token. So we keep the traditional deed while inserting a hyperlink of sorts that points to the owner of the property rights. In doing so, we are adding another layer of security, the registration on the blockchain. And we enter a new real estate market, a digital one. Once the property becomes digital, what we need is a platform to deal with it. We are developing it as an operational system with apps to unlock all kinds of real estate transactions. Everything we know from the analog market is being redesigned to become digital. Brokers are still in the game, witnesses can be used, and you still pay your taxes. Now, all of that is a big disruption. So from an user experience perspective, we are keeping it conventional. It's so easy you can sell real estate in 3 minutes. We reproduced some analog artifacts, such as contracts and printable paper certificates, to make everyone feel secure. Regarding the digital experience, we have created a digital wallet similar to all apps you're used to, such as banking or an e-commerce app. So you don't need to learn to use crypto wallets to take advantage of the technology. Just like you don't need to understand how a microwave oven works if you want to heat your food. So some of the transactions using the Propriedade Digital standard have made the news. In 2021, an 82-year-old woman bought 20% of a property for her granddaughter. Another use case that made the news was the first mortgage using a token as a collateral. 1 year later, delivery rider bought a property using a Web3 crowd-funded mortgage. And we also developed the fractional sale and leaseback. In this case, you can sell just a fraction of the property to raise capital, rent it, and buy it back later. So regarding our KPIs and traction, we have reached around 30,000 wallets. More than 20,000 of them have properties. 1.3 thousand of them put their credit cards to pre-order real estate subscription model in which tiny fractions of properties are sold for those wishing to build wealth. Propriedade Digital, our standard, has been licensed to 85 municipalities in all regions of Brazil. Our licensing program became really sought after since launch by real estate entrepreneurs that understand tokenization is inevitable. As a result of this program, we are creating a huge distribution network and a sales force for all tokenized real estate products. The licensees are now offering our Sandbox, which is an innovation program, to real estate developers all over the country. We already have 15 signed, and we are going for 600. Why? Because we are now the official exclusive tokenization partner of Housey that wants to bring our solutions to their clients, which are over 100 developed in more than 200 cities. On a final, I'm sorry, we've been gaining, it's moving automatically, but we have already reached break even, and we gained a lot of traction in this last year. So on a final note, I'd like to present our founding team. Andrés Blazudax is our CEO. He's a serial entrepreneur, founder and investor at Movile and iFood, two Brazilian unicorns. Jonathan Darcy is the creator of the legal framework. He's the chief for legal and product and holds a PhD degree in law while being a software developer. Then that's me, André Braz, chief of strategy and experience. I've led the creation of all digital media products at Global, the largest media group in Brazil. Vini Dambrus is our chief of growth, business and operations. He's the guy spreading our standard throughout the country. And we have Rubens Einstein, chief responsible for international business development. He's a known pioneer in blockchain and crypto space, and he's the board member. He's a board member at Fibri, the foundation for international blockchain and real estate expertise. Regarding our investment rounds, we have an ongoing seed round of $2 million open, and we have raised 7.5 million of the intended 12 million. I'm sorry, it's 12 million reais. So $2 million. So there's still room for 4.5 million reais. One more thing, I'd like to present our international licensing program. We're trying to set a worldwide standard and a distribution network that goes abroad. And that's why we're expanding the licensing program abroad. We've been talking to many companies that are leading to the tokenization space, and we've come to conclude that we have a one-of-a-kind solution, unmatched. So if we can bring together the real estate visionaries around the globe, we can create a powerful global network. And this network will promote a global standard that covers the entire real estate life cycle. And we have a team with an extensive experience creating top digital companies and products, including 2 unicorns, and we're based in Brazil, which brings the benefit of being a country that's ahead in the game regarding CBDCs. That's it. Thanks a lot. Let's make business together.
Thank you so much, Andrea. So let me share my screen again. So thank you so much. to all the participants, startups, and everyone who vote. We have now closed the evaluation format, and we have a winner. Without further ado, I'm pleasure to announce that the winner is Joao from Milu. Congratulations, Joao. You have been selected by our audience as the best pitch of this section. So let's give a big round of applauses.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
All the supporters. Thank you for this debate.
Thank you, Joao. Me too. I don't know if you want to say something.
Congratulations. Was great presentation.
Thank you, Mixuru.
So to stay connected and explore more opportunities, scan the QR code or click the link in the chat. Subscribe to our newsletter for the latest updates on the Startups Lab program. Applications are open until January 26, so don't miss your chance to grow your startup. Thank you all and have a great night and a great rest of the day for those in Asia. Goodbye.
Thank you very much.